Hey everyone, it's Sarah, and today I am back to talk about all of the fragrances that I wore last week. So this is going to be a little bit strange. I've already filmed this video, and when I went to sit down to edit it, the second half came up perfectly fine. The first half was just missing, like completely gone. I have no idea where it went, how it just disappeared, but it did. So I'm having to sit down and refilm the first half of this video, so I'm going to look a little bit different. Same day, but I just took my hair down and I look a little bit different. But I am glad that I am getting to, or that I have to refilm half of it, because I realized that there were two fragrances that I had left out. I knew I had worn a ton of fragrances last week, and yeah, there were two that I wore that I completely left out. So I'm glad that I can refilm and talk about them. So anyways, let's just jump right in. One of the first fragrances I wore was this one here. This is Amazing Grace from Philosophy. Amazing Grace is one of those fragrances that it's like, if you just don't feel like wearing perfume, you don't know what to wear. This is one of those fragrances that you can just spray on. Some people think that this smells a little bit mature. I can definitely see that a little bit, but I love it. It just smells clean and like a warm hug. Super feminine. It's a little bit floral. It's very slightly powdery.
It smells like cleaning.
Mm-hmm.
Like at school when the janitor just
cleans something. Yeah.
And that's what it smells like.
So anyways, yeah, that is Amazing Grace. I layered that over the lotion. I got maybe 6 hours out of it that day, layered over the lotion, so it wasn't horrible. So yeah, the first one is Amazing Grace. I really, really love that one. The second one is a fragrance from Meleg. This is called Very Cherry Rose Chocolate Patchouli. One of you said that you pulled your bottle out and wore it, and so I was like, oh my gosh, that makes me want to pull my bottle out and wear it. So I did. This one is so beautiful. When I first got this one, I very mistakenly thought it smelled like Lancome's Roses Barbranza. It does not. It has macerated and everything is married together, and it is so, it's just beautiful. It's like you get the cherry, like this really beautiful fruity cherry note. You get the rose, the patchouli, and this beautiful like powdered chocolate note. And that powdered chocolate note is so gorgeous on the skin. It just radiates, like, and it's almost got a texture. I mean, you can like visualize the texture of it. Like this gorgeous powdery chocolate. It's a beast of a fragrance. Everybody that smelled me that day said I smelled good. Like, this was a definite compliment getter. People loved this fragrance. It's just a stunning fragrance. I love it. So that is Very Cherry Rose Chocolate Patchouli from Meleg. Such a beautiful rose fragrance. Okay, this next one I wore is one that I talked about last week in the video I did about these Stargaze fragrances. I said that I wanted to do a good wear test of this one here called Orion. This is supposed to be a clone of, I'm guessing, Midnight in Paris from Van Cleef & Arpels. So anyways, beautiful, very perfectly unisex. Maybe leaning just a touch masculine, but it's like it's a gorgeous creamy citrus fragrance. I love this. I got maybe 4 hours out of this. It's definitely not the worst. Definitely not the best. I don't think it's bad for a citrus-based fragrance though. Usually citrus-based fragrances don't last very long on me. So I thought 4 hours was perfectly acceptable for a very heavy citrus fragrance. It's beautiful though. I do love this one. So anyways, that is Orion from Stargaze. This next one I wore is one that I just picked up in a swap. I've been talking about this fragrance quite a bit because I just got it in a swap. This is Majaina from the Different Company, and this is a fragrance that I have loved for a long time. It's yummy. It's a yummy gourmand. It's heavy vanilla, it's tonka, it's ginger. There's a little bit of heliotrope in it, so it's just a touch powdery. It's so yummy. Now, I've said before that this one, I've had this not perform great on me, but then I have had it perform great on me. I've definitely had both experiences with it. this past week when I wore it, it didn't perform great. So I'm wondering if maybe I tried it in warm weather and it performed really well in warm weather. I'm gonna have to try it to see if that was what made it perform really good. But yeah, it didn't perform great. I wanna say I got maybe 4 to 5 hours out of it when I wore it last week. Perfectly fine though, I don't mind. I love this fragrance. I'll just reapply it, you know. You can see I was like wanting to reapply 2 and 3 different fragrances a day this past week, so I didn't mind when something wore off because then I was able to just put something else on. So yeah, I think I got maybe 4 hours out of it. Not bad. But anyways, that is Majaina Sin from the Different Company. I adore this. Okay, and then these are the 2 that I forgot last time, and I'm so glad I'm coming back to them because this one in particular, I love. Okay, this is a Lake and Skye fragrance. This one is called Midnight 07 Eau de Parfum, and gosh, this is a beautiful,
Yeah, your hair's stuck on my face.
Slightly sweet, very heavy patchouli, like really deep, rich smelling fragrance. It reminds me a lot of, I just picked up the Black Amethyst lotion from Bath & Body Works and I layered this over that and it was an absolute beast. Again, it was a night that I took a shower right before I went to bed. I put on the Black Amethyst lotion. I put this perfume on over it. I got up, I went to work the next morning. I didn't even have to reapply in the morning. And I was getting compliments on it the next day. Like, that's how much of a beast it was and is. I love it. And it layered beautifully over Black Amethyst. Just stunning. I love this fragrance. It's gorgeous. It's very different. It's very unique. It's sweet. It's a beautiful, sweet patchouli fragrance. So anyways, that is Lake and Skye, Midnight 07. Okay, and then next I wore a decant. I've had this decant for a long time. I keep forgetting I have it, and I keep meaning to pull it out because I do like to wear this fragrance every once in a while. This is Christian Dior Feve Delicieuse. This is a really beautiful, spicy Tonka fragrance. Yeah, really beautiful, spicy Tonka fragrance. This one does not last long on me at all. I think I got maybe 2 to 3 hours out of it. I do enjoy this one. I just have so many other Tonka fragrances in my collection that I enjoy more, which is why I've never bought a full bottle of this. I do enjoy it, but it doesn't perform well on me. And I prefer my Tonka to be just a little bit sweeter. It doesn't need to be super sweet, but just like a touch sweeter than this. I do love this, don't get me wrong. If I didn't have like 10 other Tonka fragrances that I adored, I would probably have a full bottle. But yeah, it's pretty, really beautiful spiced Tonka. So that is Christian Dior Feve Delicieuse. And this is where it's gonna get weird because it's going to go from this to, yeah, it's just really nice. It's really smooth, sweet, slightly incensey, vanilla heavy amber. It's gorgeous, but the performance on this one was really, really bad. I sprayed this on day before yesterday and I think I got maybe 3 hours out of it. Yeah, it just did not last long at all. And I way oversprayed. Like I went in hard with it and it just did not last very long at all. So yeah, but I love the way it smells. So I'm totally willing. And not only that, this would be a great one to put on first and then I could layer something a little bit more long lasting over it. And then maybe it'll be a great layering amber. So yeah, I do love it. It just didn't perform very well. So that is Elie Saab Essence number 3 Ambre. Okay, next I wore a couple of my Gallagher fragrances. This first one I wore is Vanilla Silk. This is so beautiful. This is vanilla, white amber musk, and woody notes. I am living for these new Gallagher bottles. I think they're so beautiful. Super, super beautiful. And the new lids, I mean, they're really, really heavy. They're super high quality feeling. Yeah, I love them. So, Vanilla Silk smells so good. People compare this to By the Fireplace. And it does smell a little bit like By the Fireplace, but this is of course way more vanilla heavy because it's vanilla. It is woody, but it's less woody than By the Fireplace. It's sweeter than By the Fireplace. It doesn't have that chestnut note that By the Fireplace has. So it doesn't have like the nuttiness. And it's not quite as smoky as By the Fireplace. It's like a, I don't know. If it does smell like By the Fireplace, it's like a much less intense version of it. It's like a lot sweeter, less woody. And this one, it projected for maybe the first couple hours, and then after that it did start to wear close to the skin. But this one got, like, everybody that smelled me that day said I smelled good. The girl that I work for, the other girl that I work with, both of them were like, you smell so good today. It's definitely a good one. I really like this. Somebody asked me if they don't like By the Fireplace, do I think that they would like this? I don't know. You might like this one. This is, yeah, it's not, it doesn't have that smokiness that By the Fireplace does, and it's not quite as woody, but it's the same kind of fragrance. So if you just don't like fragrances like that at all, I don't think that you would like it. If By the Fireplace is just like too woody or too smoky for you, you may like this. Yeah, I love it. It's a good one. So anyways, that is Gallagher Fragrances Vanilla Silk. It's such a beautiful fragrance. I'm very happy to have it. And they only had like, I don't know, I got an email, I think yesterday, saying that they only had like 21 bottles left. So I'm glad I got it. Okay, next we have Gallagher Fragrances Wicked Good. This is one of those fragrances that this guy lives on my desk because I crave it like all the time. And I'm gonna wear it at least once a week. So yeah, it's just been living on my desk and I definitely wore it. I love this fragrance. This is another one. It'll project for maybe the first like hour or so, but then after that it is gonna wear quite close to the skin. But this lasts forever on clothing. And it's one of those that I can smell it on me all day. I do have a chocolate lotion from Hemp's. It's called Chocolate Mudslide. I need to try putting that on and then wearing this over it to see how it performs or what that smells like. I think it would be nice. But yeah, beautiful. This is Chocolate Madagascar, vanilla and tonka bean, and it is stunning. This is one that, it's a black bottle though, so I have no idea. Oh wait. Yeah, I think if you hold it up to light, you can see a little bit through it. Yeah, I think, I don't know. I've got a little dent in it already, but I love it. So anyways, that is Wicked Good from Gallagher Fragrances. Such a stunning chocolate fragrance. I need to get Choco Musk again. I need to pick up El Rahab Choco Musk again and start layering my Wicked Good over that. I need to get the oil though, because I think that the oil will last longer, and layer that over it, and I think it'll help. Okay, next I wore this one here. This is La Maison de la Vanille, Vanille Noir du Mexique, and this one is so, oh my gosh, it's so good. It's a vanilla, but it smells like a chocolatey vanilla to me. It smells like, yes, it smells like a slightly spiced chocolatey vanilla. This one, I've got a bunch of these. Well, not a bunch. I've got 3 others in my collection, and this one is the best performing out of all of them. This one I've been wearing to bed a lot, and I will still smell it on my clothing when I wake up the next morning. So yeah, it's like not a horrible performer at all. This is another one I would love to get. I need to get that Choco Musk oil because I think that I could use that as a base and then layer my fragrances over it, and I think it would help with longevity a ton. But yeah, I love this fragrance. I love it so much. I found it, I think I linked it for you guys in my haul video, and I think I found it for like $38 on some website. But yeah, I love this. Beautiful, and a better performer than the others. I want to say I can get This is another one. It'll project maybe for about an hour, and then after that it is going to start wearing quite close to the skin. I would say you'll get maybe like 4 to 6 hours out of this one before you would probably want to reapply if you were wearing it like, you know, not to bed, like as your daily fragrance. Gosh, it's got a beautiful kind of citrusy note too in there. It's just a stunner. I love it. So anyways, that is Vanille Noir du Mexique. Such a beautiful one. And then last but not least, I don't get up super early. I'm not gonna lie, I get up at 6 on the days that I have to be to work at 7. And I'll take a shower right before I go to bed that night so that I don't have to take a shower in the morning. So I took a shower that night and I got out, and it was just one of these days where I felt like I just wanted to smell like soap and I wanted to smell really fresh. So I put on my Sweet Essentials perfume oil, the Irish Spring one. My beautiful fragrance friend sent this over to me, and oh my gosh, I love it so much. It smells exactly like Irish Spring bar soap. It's super sweet and intensely clean and so good. So I put this all over. It's an oil. This is like a huge amount of oil too in here. So yeah, I rubbed this all over. I used it kind of like a body oil, and I put it in my hair too. And the fragrance had worn off by the morning because I did wear it to bed, so I reapplied more before I went to work. But it stayed in my hair forever. When I got home that afternoon, Charlotte ran up and she jumped on my back and she was like, "Your hair smells good." And I was like, "It's from this." I put in this beautiful oil. So anyways, yeah, it's such a beautiful smell. If you are into the smell of Irish Spring or bar soap, or you just want something intensely clean smelling, this is it. It's so stunning. So anyways, that is the Sweet Essentials perfume oil, Irish Spring type. And that's gonna be it, guys. I wore a ton, 2, 4, 6, 8. Yeah, I wore 9 fragrances last week. And that's not even like testing thing, you know, because I'm always testing things on my hands and wrists and things too. So those were just like my main fragrances that I wore. But anyways, you guys, I do hope that you enjoyed this. If you did, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe before you leave. And I will see you guys in my next one. Bye.